Hello, all my chickadees. Hello, Moa Moa. Are you doing well? Yeah, I'm doing okay. I stayed up way too late reading Dawn May though. Yeah, I stayed up way too late, and then I got woke up by my cat. Instead of doing the smart thing and going back to sleep, I read another couple hours of Dawn May. And then I'm like, oh no, I need to sleep. There's a live stream tomorrow. Me being a little later than normal is because I cannot I cannot handle myself when it comes to a book about men kissing. Oh, this is gonna be the newest chapter of You and Him, which is exciting. This means we'll also be completely caught up. Hello. Do I need to restart my model? Is he okay? Are you okay, sweetie boy? Yeah, I think he's okay. He's okay. He's just being a little slow today. Chapter 4! Yes, we have finally made it to the newest and latest chapter. Heck yeah. Oh, this is so exciting. We left off with being, shot by our aunt who has a horrible, aim, and she didn't care at all about us. So, she, like, immediately just overlooked our we weren't dead, our injured unconscious form that Adam was trying to help, and was immediately like putting the gun on Adam. uh I mean, she may have some like deep mental trauma or whatever, but she deserved it. I'm sorry, that lady deserved it. She was also mean to and bitter to Adam as a child, so Adam always remembered that, and that's actually part of Adam's trauma, was like stuff that she said to him as a child. So yeah, she deserved it. But anyway, Saffron came in, saved the day, and then we got hauled off to somewhere. We don't know for sure, but we got hauled off somewhere. Our wound in our shoulder that Adam gave us and stabbed multiple times is infected. Heck yeah. But Saffron's a little unhappy that he didn't get to eat us or even take out a little finger for a nibble. And that apparently Aunt Ruth's body's still in the car. I'm happy to be able to see Emo Boy and Color Colonel Sanders again. Yes. Oh my gosh. You know, you've about ruined me. Every time I think about Saffron, I'm going to think Colonel Sanders. But that was a quick little up-to-date summary. Do, 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 do. So, I think we have plenty of time. We're going to be able to jump on in. I know I started pretty late today, but I want to finish this today. The reason I didn't stream sooner was I'm like, okay, I normally don't stream this many times in a week, because last week I got excited and I streamed 3 times. And I know some of my normal viewers were like, it's too many, I can't keep up. And then I was like, oh yeah, I'm like overwhelming these poor people. So we waited a few days. It's actually also pretty good because I had stuff to get done. But yay! Okay. Alright, as always, let's read the content warning. This game contains graphic violence, sexual content, implied cannibalism. Yep, that's Saffron. He's got his own warning. Mild screen shakes, death, screen shakes, eye strain, torture, implied domestic violence. This game is intended for 18 plus audiences only. There is your warning if that makes any of you uncomfortable. Whee! If that makes any of you uncomfortable, please click away. I want all my little chickadees to be safe. And we're going to dive on in. Oh, I am so excited. Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We were having a flash. What? Is it a flashback or just a different location? Oh, heck yeah. Heck yeah. I think this might have to do with his Adam's past or like his dad or maybe the guy that's like in charge of everything. Because remember, Saffron. Okay, sorry, I'm talking too fast. Saffron picked up the phone at the end of part 3, the last part, saying, hello, God. So I'm guessing the person that's giving them the orders to go out and kill people that they deem sinful. Content warning, this is violent. Me. This is why I'm here. Hello, Peridot. Welcome in. You came in just as a nick of time. We're diving back in. Alrighty. Here we go. I don't know if this is in the present. Yeah, see, God. I don't know if this is in the... Yep, chapter 4. This is in the present or a flashback to the past. So we're going to find out. Restrain him. Don't let him escape. Wait, is this a church or is this... That's a throne. That's more of a throne than, what was it called? A pulpit? Hold him right there. There's a cacophony of voices as chaos bursts through the double doors of the church. Adam trips over his feet on a piece of raised carpet, rolled through the center aisle of the pews in his frantic bid to escape the men hunting him down, the copper tang of blood flooding his mouth when he accidentally bites his own tongue. He flips onto his back, trying to kick as the hands wrapping around his ankles jerking him forward and onto their grasp. Tears sting at his eyes, but he forces them back as he puts up a fight while the men wrangle him into a standing position, pinning his arms behind his back in order to prevent him from lashing out further. Let me go! He screams as they cover his head with a burlap sack, fear entrenching him in a thick sludge that weighs him down. He's shaking so hard his teeth shatter, but he has to remain strong. He has to. It's the first thing he was taught. If you lose to fear, it's all over before it even starts. Let me fucking go. He tries kicking a leg out, but he's shoved back to the ground. When it's clear he's going to go willingly, he's half drug in what he feels like the opposite direction of the double doors. Adam stumbles up the stairs leading to what he's sure is the altar. Oh, altar. Altar! Dread crawls up his spine as the realization that they cornered him here like a trapped animal for a reason. But he doesn't understand. He's done nothing wrong. Nothing to warrant this kind of treatment, so why? He grunts as he's twisted around and shoved into something hard that forces him to bow at the waist. What? A fist grabs the back of the burlap sack covering his head before shoving his face into something cold that steals the breath from his lungs and robs him of thought as he gags. He can't breathe. Are they freaking No, it wouldn't be waterboarding. Are they, like, sticking his head down in water? Wait. Are these twisted people, like, trying to, like... Is it holy water? Is it holy water? He can't breathe. He tries bucking his captors off him, choking on what he now realizes is water, as it floods his lungs and stings his nostrils, his attempt at breaking free useless. Soft chanting begins above him. It starts slow before building, all the men's voices united as one. Well, Adam will develop gills and live like the Little Mermaid. Oh no. He might transmigrate and become a Little Mermaid. Is it a hymn? A prayer? A curse? Something else? He can't tell. Their words are muffled as he silently screams into the water, bubbles rising around him as he expels precious air in a moment of fear and confusion. He tries to keep himself conscious, but the darkness inside the burlap sack is starting to become all encompassing. Oh, he's crying. I mean, this is freaking traumatizing. I bet this is like his father. His father's beyond this crap. Oh my god. They don't deserve him. This boy, this is why he's become so psycho. Are we boyfriends yet? No, but technically we're living with him now. He stopped us from dying a few times. He's starting to fade. His body weakens and he's going slack, the calm of dying settling over his body when he's yanked out of from his watery grave. He sputters and coughs, his body desperate to drain out the water that entered him as lights of ray peek. Okay, I messed up. As rays of light peek through the burlap sack. Hope rises. Adam tries warding off his captors, thrashing around again when he's forced back into the water, despair taking over once more as the darkness bleeds in. This is straight up torture. That is torture. That is straight up torture. Oh my god. How long are they going to do this? Until he passes out? Dies? The second time around, he's weaker than the first, worn as his body begs for air. Someone, help me. It's a pathetic walk. Thought, weak and spineless. Yet he can't help it, but plead for a savior just like he did when he was little. Back then, there was always one person he could run to whenever he got a scraped knee or hurt himself and broke his arm when trying to climb a tree to pet a cat. One person who always came through no matter what. A woman with brown wavy hair that matched his own. Oh, so you got brown hair normally. Okay. Well, I think that we saw that in a flashback and I forgot. Who used to hum while she stood over a stove in their tiny little kitchen, her feet bare against the yellowed tile when he'd run up to her with fear in his eyes. Is she calling him now? He can almost smell the aster flowers from the field beyond their own home. They envelop him in their scent. He imagined a familiar presence approaching him, her touch gentle as she lays her hand upon his head, her bottom lip quivering at the sight of him so bruised. Can I go home now? He asked. He's starting to feel oddly warm and at peace, and he wants to go wherever she is. But the presence shakes her head, her brown hair swishing around her face like a halo and her eyes watery. Why can't I? Is it because I failed to fulfill my promise? The warm presence opens her mouth to speak. Right as he's drug out of the water a second time, he sags into the arm of the men trying their best to kill him. Why? He croaks out, water gurgling from his lips. Why are doing this? The men don't answer. Instead, a new voice chimes in, their footsteps echoing as they come into position on the opposite side of the altar, their shadow causing a shift in light through the burlap sack. Because, the newcomer said simply, this is one of our punishments for complete disobedience. Adam freezes at that. He recognized the voice. He'd know it from anywhere. He tries calling out, begging for him to stop, because he gets it now. He understands. But before he can, he's submerged once more, the salt of his tears mixing with the water as his cries are lost beneath the surface. His voice stripped from him as he's held in place and the world goes dark once more. He never pleads for her help, again, because he knows she can't help him. Not anymore. Okay, so that happened in the past. I wonder what he did that caused them to punish him like that. Oh my gosh. Adam opens his eyes, half expecting to find himself in that position once again. only to find he's still sitting between the church pews with his arms crossed over his chest. Near the podium is where all the fun is taking place. A man who isn't Adam pleads for forgiveness as his water gets shoved into the basin full of ice-cold holy water. I knew it was holy water! I knew it! I knew these twisted people were doing that. So he's getting flashbacks of when he was in that position. Adam keeps his expression neutral as the man struggles. It's not the torture that bothers him. He's damn well acquainted with waterboarding people. It's the message behind the torture that sinks like lead in his stomach. He wasn't called just for a meeting, but to see the results of what disobedience can lead to. A reminder for him not to stray. Adam's first experience with the cleansing was meant to deter him from acting out and betraying those he swore his loyalty to. The following ones were more reminders, just in case he forgot the first go-round. Oh my gosh! So they did it to him just to put that fear into him. And then they did it, the following ones were more reminders. So he has been waterboarded several times, and most of the times it's just as a, oh hey, in case you forgot, here's your yearly waterboarding torture. Oh my god. Is he going through anti-gay conversion therapy? Hello, Knuckles and Chuckles. Welcome in. I think his cult is just like, this is their way of making sure everybody is 100%, like, loyal to them and will do whatever they ask for fear of death by slow, watery grave. Ohilia, did we smash yet? No. Welcome in, Ohilia. No, we have not smashed. We were in like I think he got, we had a flashback of him remembering being tortured. And now he is sitting in one of these pews having to watch someone else be tortured as a reminder to what would happen to him if he doesn't obey. Happy times. He came out of them alive. The same can't be said for the man with his head still locked in the basket. There's no chanting, no prayer, nothing for the man who's going to die because when he gets the oath. The man gets pulled up again by the scruff of his neck, gurgling noises and licked it from his throat as he strains to speak, water staining the front of his white button-up. Adam guesses he's some sort of government official who got too fucking cocky and assumed his connections would keep him safe. The man clearly underestimated his will. And how many people are under his oath? My family, he shouts, no doubt in a last-ditch effort to save his tail after learning threats of his own connections didn't work. They won't survive without me. At least let me see them. He's dunked back under, his words cut off as he's held under. It's easy to figure out what his final request is. They always want to see their family before they're killed. Some trying to use that tactic in order to gain mercy from their would-be murder. Adam knows because he's heard that same damn line more times than he can count. He recognizes every plead, speech, and demand they can drum up, just from the first syllable alone. And yet, Adam never saw you coming. He's sitting in this place, watching a man getting tortured, possibly to death, by waterboarding, and he's now like remembering us. We were special. I bet you the leader of the cult is not practicing what he's preaching. Yeah, exactly. I bet he's not. He's just reaping the rewards. Drumming his fingers along the base of his thigh, Adam checks his phone on reflex for news about your current condition. Nothing from Saffron. Adam sneers as he shoves the phone back into his pocket, scowling as he leans back in his seat. Of course not. Saffron said surgery went well and you were recovering from it, but you hadn't woke up yet. The reason you passed out in the first place was due to you going into hypervolemic shock from when your aunt shot you with the .22 caliber handgun she kept lying around. Saffron then tried going into explanations about your x-ray and other medical-related jargon that Adam didn't give two shits about, To which he finally had to interrupt him and demand to know if you were going to live or not. Saffron never gave him a direct answer. Fucking useless, Adam mutters. At the very least, Saffron better tell him whether or not you keeled over. He's remembering that OnlyFans. Yeah, he you know, I think that flares up every now and then. He deserves to know that much. Glancing back up towards the robed men, he sees that they're now carrying the dead corpse of the man they were drowning down the steps of the dais like pallbearers would with lifting a coffin at the end of the funeral. He watches as foam drips from the man's lips. His empty gaze remains trained above them, and Adam looks up to find a mosaic depicting the exact moment when his namesake accepted the fruit from the tree of knowledge. What a fucking annoying reminder. I just got the... Oh my god, I just understood why there's an apple on the front of the game. Adam, like Adam and Eve, this is a religious cult, so of course they would name him after that Adam, and Adam with the apple. Oh my god, I just get it. I just got it. You know, several hours in, years into playing this game, and I just got it. I'm fine. He's a celebrity. He must have a Twitter. I know Adam isn't innocent. He's trying to be, but I doubt he is. He's had dreams about us. He looks down sharply, his jaws ticking in annoyance. Another message or coincidence? Adam couldn't tell, as there are rarely coincidences whenever he's involved. He learnt that lesson long ago. As soon as the double door shut behind the group of robed men, Adam pulls himself up from the pew and heads towards the confession booth. Uh-oh. What are you gonna confess? You might be up there next being dunked into the water, buddy. He closes the wooden door behind him before he takes a seat on the wooden bench, settling back against the wall, waiting about 10 to 15 minutes until he hears a distinct click on the other side. Okay. Another minute passes before the center window opens to reveal wire meshing and a blinding white light. Adam looks away from the eye strain. Is that supposed to symbolize God? Or I guess their God that's pretending. It's not their God. This is someone masquerading. I told you this last week. I knew it was from Adam and Eve, and he took a bite of temptation. I must have already forgotten. I have the memory span of a goldfish. See? Everybody else figures it out before me. Saffron told me you called him. Said you wanted to see me. Now, Adam, that's not how we conduct ourselves here. You know as well as I do what a confessional booth is for. Adam's eyes cut towards the window before regret sets in and he's forced to look away. How much does he know? What are you implying? There's a soft, almost amicable chuckle from the other side. I'm not implying anything, my child, but surely there's something you'd like to share. After all, the light glows brighter through the window and Adam flinches at the sudden assault on his retinas. He's forced to look away. You never told me you were injured, so imagine my surprise when I found out through the tabloids that you got hurt on the hike, and never said a word about it to me, but denied to tell the rest of the world through an interview. Why would you keep something like that from me? I thought we were always honest with each other, Adam. Adam doesn't react right away. He already saw this coming from a mile away the moment Saffron informed him that he called, wishing to speak with Adam one-on-one. He needed to keep his answers vague enough to avoid outright lying, but not so much that he raises suspicion. Adam keeps his voice level as he responds. I wasn't keeping it from you. I got busy, that's all. You know how I am when it comes to work. And what about the truth of that injury? I know you didn't get it from a simple stroll in the mountains. Here comes the annoying part. My last target got lucky. They got one strike in, but they've been handled. It won't happen again. Silence. Adam's eyes skirt towards the light on the other side of the confession, noticing it flickers every few minutes. There's no visible sign of someone on the other side of the booth, but his presence is usually easy to feel, especially when it comes to the shift in his moods, like the air itself is changing. Right now, though, Adam can't feel anything, and that, in its in of in and of itself, fills Adam with an overwhelming sense of dread as the silence stretches, drawn out further by Adam refusing to break down and admit to all of his sins. Adam knows what he's waiting for him to crack under the pressure and share the things he might not have found out otherwise. But if he does, he loses the one possible lead he has. You. So Adam bites his lip so hard he tastes the tang of blood on his tongue. When it's clear Adam refuses to budge, there's a soft tap, 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 coming from the other side of the confessional booth. The rhythm reminds Adam of dripping water as he's reminded of the cleansing he witnessed earlier, of the water trickling from the dead man's parted lips as he stared up into the void that comes with the death as the robed men carried him off. Adam swallows hard, his breath coming quicker. Man, this guy just knows how to traumatize people. He's shaking so hard he's almost certain he can sense Adam's building dread and looming guilt. Still, Adam keeps quiet. When he speaks again, there's only cold detachment, devoid of any concern or warmth as he prods further. And how exactly did they manage to get lucky? No one's ever pulled the wool over your eyes, so I find it hard to believe there isn't more to what happened. Free yourself of this burden you're carrying, Adam. Tell me what they did. I don't understand why it's so fucking important. If I already told you, I've taken care of it. Language. The hiss of that single word makes Adam flinch. You know I loathe that sort of vulgarity. You will not utter such words in the presence of your lord. I know, I'm sorry. If you're sorry, then answer my previous question. I only ask because I'm worried about you, my child. And just like that, his earlier warmth returns just as quickly as it left. Oh my god, this is a typical cult leader. Holy crap. Oh, he's trying to manipulate him whichever way he can into telling him things he wants to know. Oh. You trust me, don't you? I've proven myself to you, haven't I? I've cared for you, sheltered you, done everything in my power to give you the push you need to get where you are today. I know. And I didn't have to. I could have abandoned you, walked away and let you rot. But here I am, trying to understand you. Let me understand you, Adam. Adam closes his eyes and lets his head fall into his hands, his fingers carding through his hair. He should tell him, "Don't!" He needed to tell him, "No, you don't!" About you and how weak and impulsive and stupid he became whenever you were involved. How much that single fucking kiss changed everything for him. How it haunted him. How he almost tried to kiss you again until you got interrupted. How he almost gave in. He should admit to his weakness and be done with you, but he needs you. And if God were to discover Adam's reluctance, no matter the reasoning or excuses, he knows for a fact God would order him to finish the job. You could hold all the answers Adam needs and God wouldn't care because Adam took an oath to obey his will, and would argue that your continued existence would only taint him further and distract him from Distract him from extracting that information. You already did it once, so what's to stop you from doing it again? I'm just waiting to find out the leader has a body count in the triple digits. Oh yeah, I guarantee it. I bet he already does. The leader better not try anything. Adam's chest is irresistible. Oh, I forgot to do the fanfic of the week. Oh no, or the fan art of the week. Oh no. I'll have to do it at the end of stream. I forgot. I'm back. Welcome back, Knuckles. We are watching Adam being mentally traumatized as always. He knows God would force his hand as a mean to protect you from himself and those shameful feelings. But Adam's already made up his mind. You're staying alive for as long as he fucking needs you. I got careless and cocky. I underestimated them and they grabbed a hold of my knife to use against me. That's all there is to it. So nothing inherently special about what they did other than you underestimating them. Nothing at all. Saffron, you better not have freaking talked. Adam doesn't answer, allowing him to fill in the blanks for himself. I see. Very well then. The soft tapping sound halts and Adam hears the rustle of robes. You may go, but remember this, my child. Dread swells inside Adam as God delivers his final message. I will always find out the truth. And if you're lying to me or keeping secrets, you know I cannot save you from the consequences that will follow because even I have my limits. Do I make myself clear? Yes. He tries to keep the tremor out of his voice. Are you certain? You don't sound as confident as you normally do. Yes, Father, I am certain. And you are freed from your sins. By God's will, you may go. Adam forces himself to stand despite his shaking legs before he rips open the door and he tries to remain calm as he exits the repurposed church, keeping his eyes trained forward. He refuses to take another look at the mosaic that mocks his own struggles from above. By the time he reaches the rental car, he collapses to the driver's side. He's breathing so hard, his breath coming in quick pants as he rests his forehead against the steering wheel, one of his hands clutching his shirt like he's searching for a lifeline to keep him grounded. He needs to leave before anyone sees him. To panic is to admit guilt. No, it's not, buddy. No, it's not. He is having a straight-up panic attack. Or an anxiety attack. Oh my god. And no, to panic is to admit guilt. No, it's not. You have been freaking tortured. This is normal. Oh no. And he's panicking. In the middle of his struggle, he feels his phone buzz and he reaches for it with trembling fingers before grounding out a "What?" as soon as he answers. The other end stays quiet before Saffron's voice filters through. I see that you met with him, but I'm calling to inform you that they are starting to wake up. Adam's breath catches. Finally, some good fucking news. I'll be there. He hangs up before taking another minute to collect himself as he starts the car. Adam spots a shadow in the window and his gut clenches, but he doesn't have time to discern whether or not he is standing there, watching Adam's every move. He needs to pay you a visit. Dun dun dun! Saffron! If you post my fan art of Saffron, you might get banned. What? So Adam, okay, hang on. Sometimes it, like, doesn't show it correctly. What? So Adam kills when he feels lust and Saffron eats him. I mean, eats, eats him out, eats him. Oh my god. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Do, 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 do. Why are you in the church? Oh my gosh, Saffron was at the church too, so he lied. He just lied about the us waking up, or were we starting to wake up and he drove out here? But he's there too. Saffron stands beside the arched window that peers out towards the church parking lot, holding his cell phone in a tight grip. Unbeknownst to Adam, he too was called upon by God. He was to remain out of sight until God permitted Adam to leave, so he could witness the truth of the situation. Saffron overheard the conversation in the confessional. Then he watched as Adam broke down before he sped out of the lot. He witnessed everything in the exact sequence of events that God predicted would happen. Saffron didn't need to tell God anything. From the moment Saffron answered his phone, he already knew something was going on with Adam that the young man refused to share or talk about with either of them. God had called for a meeting in an effort to allow Adam to come clean and share all the events from that day. But he hadn't. Instead, he kept quiet, keeping everything from God, while Saffron only knew Adam intended to keep you alive because he claimed you are useful for it to him. Saffron didn't know the full story because Adam refused to let him in. He thought God would be different. Adam respected God, so if he couldn't make Adam open up, then they have a real problem on their hands. And Saffron's grip on his phone tightens. It's obvious that Adam won't be keeping his end of the deal, not with how reckless and out of control he's acting. Footsteps echo as they approach Saffron, stopping just a few feet shy from where he's standing. Saffron does not turn to face him. Doing so would go against the strict rules that he and the other band members are required to abide by. God may gaze upon you, but never you upon him. They're not even allowed to look at this guy. Holy crap. So Saffron was at this meeting as well, but he was hiding by, being, ordered to. So he just lied to Adam about us waking up to get Adam to leave, I guess. And he overheard the confession. Holy crap. Oh my gosh. Saffron, you really think he would have opened up to somebody who will kill him in an instant? So, I know Saffron is not a good guy either, but I was hoping he would, want to take care of Adam a little bit, but I'm guessing no now. Adam really is just, him against the world, isn't it? And they're not, him and it says the band members. So, Saffron, oh my gosh, are the other ones in the cult too? No, they didn't know anything about, the killing that Adam was doing, so it said band members, but I don't think, Kane, King, and I always forget the other one's name. I don't think they're in the cult because they don't know about his pastime killing people. So I don't think they know. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It doesn't even say Adam. Where did Adam come from? Page 132, paragraph 4 of the doctrine. You followed my instructions. It isn't a question. I always do what is asked of me. You know that, Father. Adam did too, and now he's straying. Am I wrong to assume you called me here in order to help save him? God hadn't taken the opportunity to cleanse Adam, but he let him walk free instead, so that's the only conclusion he can come to. God wasn't just giving Adam a chance to unveil all of his mistakes, but for Saffron to see into the bitter truth of the matter as well. Your very existence is bringing Adam to ruin. The situation is far worse than he realized. There is no one else I can ask, and no one who cares about that boy as much as I do. And what will you have me do? He asked as he looks down at his phone from where he received word that you were awake. Oh, so he is telling the truth. He left some... Who did you leave to watch us? He did receive word that we were awake, and we told, and he, okay, he was telling the truth. You know my expectations. Save him, but remain discreet in how you go about it. That's all I ask. Saffron hears the retreating of footsteps and the closing of a door. He no longer feels God's presence. What happens if they accidentally glance in a direction, like not knowing the man is around, and just accidentally glance in the direction? This feels flawed. But the will of his words linger, and Saffron must obey his will or Adam truly will fall. You! Okay, we're back to us! Heck yeah, dying absolutely sucks. One moment you're trying to maim your stalker slash would-be killer, and the next you're getting shot by your aunt and falling into the aforementioned stalker's arms. Of all the faces you had to witness while kneeling over, it was his. Oh, hello. Hello, Adam. What's even worse that you are now staring at the same man. You watch as he carves into an apple. A shiny red strip of skin hangs from the flesh before he plucks it off and places the now peeled apple on the table beside him, before grabbing another one. He hasn't noticed you observing him, so you take the opportunity to look around. The room you find yourself in seems devoid of color. There's nothing but plain white walls and flooring, while the room itself reeks of bleach and disinfected, which is likely the reason for your pulsing headache. Well, I mean, at least the room's clean, right? Why is he dressed like this? I know! Dude, you wear you decide to just straight up wear fishnets in your time off, but I mean, he did dress up to go to his, cult meeting, so maybe he just didn't change yet, but I mean, he looks good like that. You glance back at Adam, the only splash of color around. He's a giant purple grape in an otherwise empty fruit bowl. If only you could squish him like one. Though it's odd, now that you're giving him a closer look. Why does the air around him seem so... You squint and try concentrating to figure out what exactly seems so off about him. That looks like an S. You withhold a gas as a sharp pain sears through your head. That's an S. Is he? He's not saying Saffron. Why am I squinting at this like I can make it clearer? Oh my. You clutch your face with a wince. You feel like someone just swung an axe down onto your skull, the pain zipping all the way around the length of your spine to the tips of your toes. To your relief, the pain doesn't last long. Almost as soon as it appears, it dissipates, like you never experienced the feeling at all. Okay, that hurt. When you peer up again, Adam is back to normal. Whatever you saw must have been a trick of the light. Brushing off the odd experience, you choose to focus on something that doesn't strain your vision, which turns out to be Adam and his presence. Did you die? Are you hallucinating? Or are you asleep? You sigh at the thought and nestle deeper into your pillows. Not Adam being my sleep paralysis demon. Or wait, no. If I'm dead, then... You try mulling this over while rolling onto your side, but get caught up in a bunch of tubes hooked into your skin, making the transition impossible. What the? As you lift your arm to examine the IV injected into the inside of your elbow, you hear a harsh thunk come from Adam's direction. His fingers are curled around the hilt of the knife from where he just embedded it into the table, and he smirks at you. Why does he dress all Omega-like when he's meeting the leader? I have no answer. You can't help but roll your eyes at the display. Yes, Adam, you know how to stab things. Good for you! Everyone knows how intimidating you are. The words that follow are even worse. About time you joined the living. I was getting tired of waiting, Adam says and hauls himself to his feet. A smooth movement despite how exhausted he appears. Dark circles smudging beneath his darkened eyes that flash red with malice. Did his injuries keep him up at night? You sure hope they did. What? Adam demands when he sees you are openly staring at him, his hands curling around the railing of your bed as he glowers down at you with his typical stick up the ass demeanor. You can't help it but give a condescending smirk of your own. You look like shit. Why don't you take a look in the fucking mirror? You're the one tied down to a hospital bed, not me. Unlike you, pretty boy, I don't have to worry about saving face for a bunch of fans. Too bad they can't see you now. Don't fucking call me that. What, pretty boy? Why? Because the only good thing about you is your face? Oh, we went there. Because it sure as hell ain't your personality. That needs major adjustments. I'm sure being behind bars would fix that. Better yet, the death penalty considering how many people you've probably killed. You never know when to shut up, do you? I think I preferred you comatose. Wow, great bedside manner you have there. Did you run around chewing out elderly patients to get your kicks when you couldn't get them from me? Or at least you have to assume there's other patients floating around considering the room you're tucked in. It's got ER written all over it. A vein throbs at Adam's temple over your comment. What, did I hit a sore spot? You smirk your brow in challenge and Adam jabs a finger in your direction. I saved your ass by bringing you here, but it's clear I should have let you bleed out on the trailer floor. You should be grateful, little devil. You're still alive because of me. I like that nickname, Little Devil. Hang on. You gave me a view that made me think I was in heaven. Oh, that's a good line. That's a good pickup line there. Oh, so you can give nicknames, but I can't? Why am I not surprised by the hypocrisy? Speaking of which, I wouldn't even be in this possession if it wasn't for you. You stabbed me and humped me down. So tell me, what am I exactly thanking you for? Go on. I want to know how your egotistical brain justifies this. You're in the hospital because your aunt shot you, not me. And why did she shoot me? Oh yeah, she was initially aiming for you, you say, sitting up in your bed because you'd rather not spend another minute having him loom over you. You'll never let him have the advantage of acting like he's above you. You'd rather get shot again. Why don't you try making a better case for yourself? Because if you ever look into a career as a lawyer, you suck at it. we're just like going to town. We're like, well, we survived. Let's just throw everything we got at him. Auntie has anime girl aim. I won't forget that. Yeah, her aim is trash. Adam's lips curl into a snarl. You're defending her when she didn't give a shit about you when you collapsed and fell unconscious. Oh, and I suppose you did? He cared more than she did. He honestly cared about us more than she did. You bark out a harsh laugh. You're unreal, Adam. I understand why she did what she did. You put her in that position and made her snap. You tortured her and antagonized her and invaded her home. And you were the reason everything went down the way it did. You think you can gaslight me into believing you. That you're the better person because you brought me here and she was the actual villain. You're a joke if you think that. No, I'm alive because you're attracted to me. Instant blush. Instant blush. Our third eye opened after near death, so now we don't care what we say. You're alive because I need you. Oh, you want to use me for something? Even better. And here I thought you were trying to lead me to believe that you actually cared. You claps your hands in mock delight. So what do you need me for? Sex? Information? To act like a human punching bag? Because if it's for the sex, then you're gonna have a rude awakening, since I'll fucking castrate you before you ever get the chance to touch my body. Oh, oh no. Oh, we gonna get him. I'll fucking castrate you. Oh, oh gosh. Oh, that. I don't think Smexy time's happening anytime soon, guys. I'd rather get down with the cactus. Oh. I'd rather get down with the cactus. Oh god. Look how mad. He's still blushing, but look how mad he is. I mean, we could be the top. We are. Oh no. Oh hell yeah. We're not. You watch as a red flush creeps up his back at your response. He's gripping the railing so hard and eyeing the cable belonging to your heart monitor for so long that you're sure he's debating on using it as a makeshift garrote to choke you out. You don't care. You're wishing you could do the same after everything he's put you through. There's not a human alive who you hate as much as Adam. Adam never thought he would be jealous of a cactus. Adam says nothing as he reaches into his back pocket and tosses a handful of photos into your lap. You frown as you reach for one of the glossy photographs and realize you're staring at a picture of you on the night you entered your aunt's trailer. The lights from Saffron's Reaper truck illuminated your face. You can see the building dread reflected in your eyes as you tried preparing yourself to face off with Adam. You let the photograph fall from your fingertips and you gesture towards the pictures, trying to discern why exactly he's showing you these, or the reason they were taken in the first place. What is this? Insurance. So you'll behave and do what I tell you. What do you mean by that? Oh, is he gonna frame us for our aunt's death? Adam says nothing as he reaches for the remote next to your bedside and clicks on a small TV hanging in the corner of your room. He brings up the news channel and a recording of a broadcast, one that shows the date after you entered your aunt's trailer. Dread fills your stomach. You watch as the camera pans in on a news anchor. A woman with the dark shoulder-length hair and sparkling green eyes, no doubt in her early 20s, as she addresses the audience with a somber expression. Beneath her, the news ticker reveals that a fire broke out in the trailer park. Your heart sinks in your chest. Our leading story today takes place in the Blue Acres, a trailer park located on the outskirts of Park Bend, Arizona, where a fire broke out in the middle of the night. Sources say that the fire started through unknown means. We have Pamela currently on the scene. There's a moment of transition where another news anchor stands at the entrance of the trailer park, a worn-down welcome sign on her left. The woman herself wears a somber expression. This is Pamela coming to you live from just outside the Blue Acres. According to authorities, the owner of the trailer where the fire broke out was nowhere to be found. She turns around and gestures to the burnt trees positioned at the far end of the park. While damages were kept to a minimum, the owner of the trailer where the source of the fire started has now been deemed missing by officials. Ruth's picture pops up on screen. Her age, name, and general information like her height and weight are listed. If anyone has any information on Ruth Aspen's whereabouts, Please contact the number listed below. The rest of her words are lost in your ears as you register what they're saying. She was alive and holding a gun the last time you saw her. So what happened after you lost consciousness? Everything happened. An even bigger question is why Adam, of all people, is showing you this. So he's got her death above your head. Like, not that we cared about her, really, but as in, he can frame us, I'm betting. An even bigger... I already read that. What? You say slowly as your hands dangle in the fabric of your blanket. Did you do to her? Adam lifts the remote and turns off the TV. What do you think I did? You did jack squat. You did jack squat to her. Saffron did it. And when you see that smirk on your face, you know he must have killed her. And while you were passed out, he killed her and set the place ablaze before bringing you here. He wanted you to know she was dead. You bastard. You're springing out of your bed, the IVs tearing out of your arms as you grip Adam by the front of his shirt. The photos drift to the floor amidst the chaos. You killed her! You killed my aunt! You try shoving him backwards, but he remains firmly in place. Rage makes you see red, and you're reaching behind you in search of anything you can throw at him, and find a small vase fitted with a fake potted plant. You chuck the ceramic at his head with all your pent-up rage, wanting to ruin him for what he's done. Adam dodges the attack with ease. Oh. The vase shatters against the wall, and Adam watches you with blatant detachment as you storm up to him and beat on his chest. You tried tearing into him, wanting him to feel just as much anguish as your aunt probably felt in her final moments. It was a quick death. She was shot through the head by Saffron. Wanting to convey how awful it must have been, but unable to. She's dead. She's really dead. All because you were trying to find a place to hide, but you wound up dragging her into this entire mess, and she's gone. And there's not 1 ounce of regret on the man's face over it. 'Cause he didn't do it, and also she tried killing him. And you. I think we just feel guilty that somebody is dead because of us. She had nothing to do with this, and you killed her. I mean, she had a lot to do with this, actually. You ignore the strain from your injuries, and your body cries of complaint as you rampage on the man who feels the need to destroy everything in his path. Your rage is white hot. It almost drowns out the guilt eating away at you. The knowledge that your presence brought on her death. It doesn't matter whether she was a good or bad person. What matters is that you involved her in your ongoing feud with Adam, and she died as a result. You wanted me, so why the fuck did you have to take her life instead? You don't know what happened when we were unconscious. Hands circle your wrist as Adam restrains you and holds your balled up fist away from his body, restricting your movement like a set of manacles. He tips his head up. She did what no one should ever do, he says as he leans closer to you, his voice dripping to that dangerous octave you know so well by now. She got in my way. I'll kill you for this. I'll make you pay for what you've done. Oh my god. I mean, we've already said we're going to castrate him. Honestly, a man with no arms can aim better than Auntie. I'll just tell the police she aimed a gun at the window, and for some reason the bullet ended up in her skull. I want some divine speaker moments. I know you do. Oh, by the way, I have the divine speaker Sun and Moon. I did. It was on sale, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't have that yet. So I do have the next divine speaker game. Maybe we'll play it in the future. Oh, hey, you can see his wound clearly now. It was hiding by the text boxes. Okay. Wait, did I save? I saved, right? I did save. Okay. I will kill you for this. I'll make you pay for what you've done. Hmm. How are these different? Dun, 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 dun. I'll make you pay for what you've done. I'll make you pay for what you've done. Maybe I can't kill you. Oh, this one we're like, well, yeah, we can't kill him. I can't kill you, but I'll certainly do my best to make your life an absolute living nightmare. Oh, no, damn, no bandage. It's gonna get infected. It already kind of looks infected. You know why, Adam? Because I know your one true weakness, and I am gonna do everything in my power to use it against you. The words sparked something behind the darkened depths of those eyes. I wouldn't expect anything else from a little fucking devil. You tear your wrist from Adam's grasp, hitting him with a glare that doesn't even begin to describe the hatred you feel for him. He's making you into the worst possible version of yourself. Never in your wildest dream did you want someone to suffer so badly. But Adam, you gladly watch this man get what's coming to him. As you take another step back, his eyes roaming around the room for another projectile, your foot makes contact with something glossy. The photos. You peer down at them. Let me take a wild guess. These are for blackmailing me, right? Proof that I was the last one seen at the place of potential crime? Adam smirks. As I said, they're insurance. You refuse to cooperate and those pictures will get leaked to the law enforcement. It's as simple as that. What about your traces of DNA? Adam looks at his nails, unimpressed by your attempt to ruffle him. He answers your question with a response that pretty much confirms your earlier suspicions. I have people in high places. There may have been someone at the scene who scrubbed any evidence of me away. Who's to say? You were right in not reporting to law enforcement. You doubted they would have been any actual help, and you can only imagine how much worse your fate would have been. They probably would have tried to pin you with some looterous stalking charge and attempted murder as soon as you stepped through the damn door. Still, maybe if you had, Ruth would still be alive. You ball your hands into fists, glaring up at him. And if I don't care? Then we go with the second option. He closes the gap between you, his large frame eating up your extra field of vision until he's all that you can see. It's like he wants to consume your entire world, leaving just himself at the center of your focus so no one else can take your attention away. Which sounds about right for this obsessive asshole. I got word that you were traveling to meet someone after you stopped by your aunt's, leading me to suspect it was likely another relative or friend, someone you're close to. There's not a lot of records on your aunt, considering she was desperate to hide herself. So much so that she married your uncle in order to change her last name, to make it that much harder to find and identify her. But I did happen to find her divorce records. Adam's smile broadens into one of cold cruelty, and you stiffen at the sight. This seems to spur him on. You catch a whiff of lavender as Adam leans closer, the smell further unsettling you since you've grown used to the copper tang of blood that always seemed to follow him wherever he goes. You try not to react, knowing that's what he's aiming for by invading your personal space like this. But you're unable to save face when he asks his next question. How's he doing, by the way? Your uncle, I mean. Don't you dare. Wouldn't I? He barricades you between his arms, gripping the railing of the hospital bed as he cocks his head in a mocking fashion. If you don't cooperate, who knows what I might do to your uncle? I'm capable of anything. Your aunt's dead and buried because of me, so what's stopping me from taking another? Leave my uncle out of this. And how are you gonna stop me, little devil? Because as I see it, you either have a choice to fucking behave, or I tie you down so you watch as I slit his throat. So tell me, what's it gonna be? Why don't we go with option C, where I stick these photos up your... You're cut off mid-sentence as the door to your room swings open, and a doctor with peppered hair in his early 30s walk in holding a clipboard. Behind him, a familiar figure follows after. Saffron's back! Emerald green eyes sweep over the scene before him. He looks like he's puzzling something out, the way he takes in the pictures on the floor and Adam's arms caging you in. Dr. Boone, could you please give us a moment alone? The doctor peers up from his clipboard before appearing surprised, his eyes taking in the IVs you ripped out of your arms when you leapt out of bed. You can see him warring with something before finally nodding. He tucks the clipboard under his arm. Yes, of course. Please contact the nurse station if you need anything from me, and I do mean anything. There's a look of mutual understanding between the two. Saffron gives the doctor a pleasant smile. I'm not sure that's necessary, but I appreciate the offer. Thank you, Dr. Boone. The doctor nods before leaving, paying you, the patient, no mind. Doc! Doc! Oh gosh. You are so, just being paid, aren't you, to being quiet. We need Angel Dust up in here. He would kill Adam with just a few sentences. Oh yeah, he would. Him and that sharp tongue. Oh, cool. Oh. Yeah, you remember in the pilot of Hazbin Hotel where they were fighting Serpentius? And then he was just like, harder, daddy. And, Pentius was so confused. He's like, son? Oh my god. Angel Dust would either, embarrass him to the point where he went poof, just, imploded, or would confuse the hell out of him. One of the two. Oh, no. Just what you wanted. A doctor willing to get rid of the skeletons in Saffron's closet, one of which will no doubt be yours. Isn't friendship sweet? You shake your head with a sardonic smile. Trapped alone in a hospital room with two serial killers and a doctor willing to look the other way, what could go wrong? I beg your pardon? It's nothing. And you can drop the prim and proper act, considering I now know you and Mr. Obsessed and Repressed are working in cahoots. I'm afraid I don't know what you mean. This is how I always conduct myself. Ah, so he's just as creepy all the time. Alright, it's been about an hour, so I'm actually going to have a quick bathroom break. I know, I'm sorry. It'll only take let's say a 5-minute break so everybody can get up, stretch, grab some snackies, and because I don't know how much longer this chapter is going to be. It could be 5 minutes, it could be another hour. So I think this is a good chance for everybody to go grab a snack and stretch, go to the bathroom, grab a drink, and I'll see you back in just a little bit. Let's see. Get your tea. Take 10 minutes. Okay, I might. All right. I'll see you guys in a little bit, okay? Hello. 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 That was a longer break than I thought. um, I had to give the kitty some love. Hello. And one followed me in here. Hey, Draco Dre. Come on. Good boy. You gonna join us? You gonna join us? Huh? Yeah. Okay, come get your cuddles. You can join us for stream. Oh, okay. Alrighty. You comfy? Oh. Okay. Draco's joining us for stream. He didn't like that I was walking around and not paying attention to him. He was like, I need love. You know, kind of like Adam. He needs love. Alright, I hope everybody got the chance to get a drink, go to the bathroom, get a sneaky snack. I did get a tea made while I was gone, so I got a fresh cup of tea here. Hi, Draco. Hi, Draco. Such a cool baby. Such a cool baby. Alright, I was giving it a minute so people can come back from break. Yeah, you cuddling up. He's such a cutie. Yeah. He has a birthday this month, don't you? Yeah. Two of my cats were born in the same month, but a year apart. So, Sue is turning 12, I think. Yeah, 12. Or he turned 12. And Draco is turning 11. Yes, little babies. Alright, let's dive back in. Draco's gonna be joined. Oh my god, I wish I could show you guys. He is so cute curled up like this. Yeah. So he's just this creepy all the time. Yeah, he is. I wonder if he ever... No, he still hasn't had a chance to go back for the gardener, has he? Adam draws away from you, his eyes never leaving Saffron. What are you doing here? Considering they'll be under the guise of working with me as Cake's social media manager, I figured it would be best if I'd come. Wait. Considering they'll be under the guise of working with me as Cake's social media manager, are you guys gonna make us, work? Or, you know, oh my gosh, so we're gonna be going on tour with you? Heck yeah. Oh, does that mean we get to meet the inmates? Say what now? Social media manager? What are you talking about? I was informed you're well equipped in navigating social media and handling content, as well as taking photo ops and the like because of what you do as a living. Since you'll help Adam for the foreseeable future, we need a plausible reason for you to spend time with him. As such, you'll help Adam while under the guise of working to curate our social media. Okay, but that doesn't answer what Adam really needs me for. That picture I showed you, do you remember it? Yeah. Kinda hard to forget when he shoved it in your face and demanded details on what you knew about the woman in the photo. I'm looking for one of the women in it. You mean the one with the curly brown hair who looks like you? Adam's gaze narrows and his jaw ticks. No. Yeah, she's dead. And apparently Aunt Ruth is dead. I think there was like 5 people in the photo, so that takes out 2, so there's 3 possible ladies left. I'm searching for the woman standing next to your aunt. The one with the blonde hair. And what does that have to do with me? You're one of the few people alive connected to Ruth. And because of that, You're one of the only leads I have to find this woman. What, so you expect she told me about her personal life and I'll know something about the woman you're looking for? Saffron's gaze flicks to Adam for a brief moment. So quick you almost miss it. That look just now. Are you saying you have no information on this woman? No. No, don't leave me, Draco. I was enjoying cuddle time. No. No, the child left me. Oh, well, he's gonna go get num-nums. Okay, he's forgiven. Come on, you can do it. You can jump over there. Come on, little baby. None at all. He steps forward and there's a faint glim in his eye, like a wolf that's just seen an injured rabbit ready to go in for the kill. Oh yeah, he wants to eat us. It's clear as day what he's thinking. Adam can sense it too by the way he stiffens. Don't. He maneuvers his body so he's practically standing in front of you, almost acting like a shield. Why is this giving the feeling of like you having a pet and you're training them not to go after something until, you know, being released? Like, I never was able to do that, but like if someone has a dog and, you know, they're doing that training where they tell them to wait until they're like, you know, are told to go ahead so then they can eat. I have a feeling this is that moment where Adam's like, wait, no. Because I think Saffron would straight up jump at us and bite us with his teeth, wouldn't he? Bite off one of our fingers, because he's mentioned before he wanted to take one of our fingers as a sneaky snack. But Adam's just like, wait, no. Never in your life did you think that the man that stabbed you and hunted you down would act as a protective witness. But here you are, alive to witness it. Or maybe this is more of a, this is my prey sort of a deal. Adam dances between hot and cold half the time to a point where you're pretty sure he's confused on what he wants. Not to mention that he literally just threatened to kill your uncle. But at least you're no longer face to face with hungry eyes over there. You're taking your wins where you can get them at this point. I'm simply asking a question and all I desire is an answer. No, you want to take us as a sneaky snack num-num. I know you. I got my tea, but like the tea leaves escaped, so I have tea leaves running all the way around my cup. And I would assume inquiries are needed if they were to see if they'll provide any use. Otherwise, what's the point in letting them linger? They'll provide use. How can you be certain when they haven't even confirmed whether or not they know anything? You're putting a lot of stock into them, Adam, and I'm beginning to question the real reason as to why you're so insistent on keeping them around. Oh no. The room goes silent. You can practically feel Adam eyeing the knife wedged into the table. Oh great! Is there going to be bloodshed between these two? Because if that's the case, you don't want any part of it and would like to get off this ride. Thank you. Maybe you should bail while they're distracted. Oh god. Bail! Surely no one will notice. Stay here. Leaving is a bad idea for a number of reasons. We have not died once in this playthrough. So I want to keep it that way for as long as possible. Bail, surely no one will notice. They will notice. They are hyper aware of what's going on at the moment, okay? They will know if we leave. They will know. And also, we're injured. We are recovering, but we're injured. We will not get far. There's a doctor outside and nurses. They will stop us in an instant. We need to stay here. For one, you're still injured and recovering. Two, Adam just threatened your uncle, and you don't want to put another one of your relatives in harm's way again. Three, Saffron is pals with one of the doctor here, and the same doctor essentially hinted at doing anything for Saffron asked of him, which probably includes murder. And last, but not least, number 4, the strangest of them all, Adam, is no longer a physical threat to you. While it's clear he wants to kill you, what happened in the trailer proved he can't. He wants you physically. And because of that desire, no doubt birthed from the kiss you planted on him, he's intent on keeping you away from Saffron, who poses a threat to your life. That much you're certain of. So for the time being, it's best to take all the above into account and stay where you are. This is the perfect moment in time to rest and then plan ahead. When Adam speaks after a long pause, his voice takes on that familiar, threatening quality. Only it's not directed at you this time. What I want to know, Adam says, his voice dripping with acid, is why you're so hell-bent on questioning me when I already explained everything to you earlier. You and I both know that just because they don't remember anything right now doesn't mean they won't prove useful or remembering something later down the line. And because of that, I'm not letting you fucking touch them. They're my only lead to getting my answers. And that's the case, then couldn't you say the same about the man Ruth was formerly married to? I'd say he'd know far more than they do. Which leads me to my other fucking point. He jerks his thumb over his shoulder in your direction. Even on the off chance they can't recall anything, they can still provide an opportunity for me to speak with their uncle or any other possible family members who might know more about Ruth's past. Yes, I could cut my losses and torture the fucker, but if there's a chance he's anything like Ruth, he'll die and I'll wind up back at square one. If I go about it this way, there's less of a chance for me to lose the lead I already have, and can utilize them as a means of getting their family to open up about what they know. You, of all people, should know how important connections are. So there. Is that a good enough fucking reason as to why I'm keeping them alive? Or are you gonna ask more fucking questions? There's a moment of silence, and despite Adam standing between the two of you, you can still feel Saffron's ravenous gaze by the way your skin crawls. Your suspicions are confirmed when you peer around Adam and are greeted by the green eyes staring straight at you. You resist the urge to curl your lip in repulsion. Saffron's looking at you like a piece of decadent cake placed on a shelf that's just out of reach. Yeah, he had a little sample of our blood, and he was like, oh, this is primo quality. Sign me the freak up. So he really wants to eat us. Saffron, take a break. Go after the little gardener boy you were stalking. It's gonna be fine. Go have a num-num break. You're not yourself. Have a Snickers. You're not yourself when you're hungry. You know some people think you're a snack, but Saffron's taking it way too far. Adam notices the same thing because he shifts so that you're out of the other man's line of sight. Yes! Yes! Oh man, I love that. I love that image. He's just like, sketch over. It's subtle, but Saffron's eyes narrow as he forced to focus on Adam again. I see. he says at last. I'm back! Give the boy a snack! He needs a freaking Snickers, okay? He ain't getting this snack. This snack is off limits. He needs a Snickers. There's something off about how he says it too. But oh, welcome back, Ohilia. I read your comment. I didn't even comment. Who was saying the comment? But welcome back, Ohilia. Oh my gosh, my nose is itching. Oh, I was cuddling my kitty and I think I got cat fur on me and I can't get rid of it. Oh my gosh. Nose won't stop itching. There's something off about how he says it too. Like he's starting to piece together a puzzle he couldn't figure out before, and now it's all coming together thanks to that one gesture. You feel like Adam just started a catalyst. You're not sure for what quite yet, but you know something has changed, and you're afraid of the consequences that will follow. If that's all, then leave. As I stated before, I came here to explain what they'll be doing under my leadership. And where in that sentence? Adam says as he eats up the distance between him and Saffron in 3 quick strides. Did I ask? I was making a statement. A command, not a request. Leave now. Saffron sighs, like he's dealing with a teenager demanding his father get out of his room, rather than someone who could potentially murder him. Very well. But Adam... He doesn't wait for the singer to respond as he clamps a hand down on his shoulder. I think you're forgetting one very important detail. And I think it's best I remind you of that now before you forget. Hello? Hello? His next words are muted as he whispers something into Adam's ear. Whatever he's saying makes Adam go rigid. His hands ball into fists and the veins in his arms pop out as he restrains himself, no doubt itching to lash out in the most violent way possible. You're surprised he doesn't. And while you can't make out what Saffron's saying, you're sure it's got something to do with you by the way Saffron refuses to break eye contact. You want to look away. But then Saffron's lips begin to tug up at the corners, and a slow, eerie smile begins to split his face apart. You forget how to breathe. The entire world stills and you feel like you just hopped into a set of some horror movie. You get the insane urge to grab the metal chair Adam was sitting in earlier and beat the ever-loving shit out of Saffron with it, until he crumples to the floor. You don't care if your stitches break loose in the process. This evil needs to go. You've seen enough horror movies to know this is how this ends. You've got to exorcise this guy real quick, unless you want your decapitated head acting as a centerpiece for a table spread made from your several limbs. You'll need to wait until a later date, though. You've got other things to prioritize first, like ensuring your uncle's safety. Then you can take care of the big bad. Not today, Cannibal Lecter. Not today, Cannibal Lecter. Saffron seemed to acknowledge this as well, because he draws away from Adam, his sinister smile replaced by his usual polite dishibition. Oh my god, I can't talk. Adam will do anything but move. It's not like the leader is gonna follow you. Well, I think he might have, reminded Adam about, the leader and how he could just tell the leader how things were happening. So I think he just pretty much poked at Adam's trauma. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have other matters to attend to. Please take care. Adam remains quiet as Saffron brushes past him. He doesn't even react when the door closes behind his manager with a soft click, leaving the two of you alone. He's so still you wonder if he's even breathing. Aww. Poke the proverbial bear. Ignore him, the bed calls to you. Oh no. Okay, I think we start from the back, yeah. He's so, like, just poked his trauma. Poke the prohibitor. Because the thing is, like, poking the bear is, like, a saying meant to, like, you're poking something that you know is going to turn around and snap at you. Should we? But does that mean we'll be rude to him if we poke the bear, or are we just going to be checking on him? Because the way it's worded, it makes me think that it will be just baiting him further. Ignore him. The bed calls to you. Because if we ignore him, we would be giving him time to do to come back to his senses. Maybe ignore him? Cause I don't think we need to provoke him right now. This boy has trauma. He just offended us. So that just gives me the feeling that it would be bad. Yes, I'm indecisive. But I think we're going to ignore him. Because if we ignore him, we're not poking fun at him or nothing. As long as he's not bothering you, you're good with anything. You push yourself over the bed railing and wince as you lie back against your swath of pillows. Your body finally registers a strain of your injuries, and you hiss through your teeth as you rest a hand over your side from where your aunt shot you. Jeez. Shot and then stabbed within days of each other. Actually, wasn't it stabbed and then shot? Because we were stabbed in the shoulder. Stabbed in the shoulder again. Stabbed in the shoulder again. Stabbed in the... No, Adam was stabbed in the side. We were shot. I've lost track. I think we were stabbed in the shoulder, and then, like, fingers dug into the shoulder. And then our shoulder was getting infected. It's a wonder how you survived everything. You close your eyes, beginning to drift when you hear an irritating voice. Hey. You groan, not even bothering to open your eyes. What now? Didn't I make it clear that I'm trying to sleep? Just listen. It's important. Adam pauses and you hear the sound of him picking something up. Whatever you do, don't let yourself get caught in a situation where you're alone with Saffron. Understand? His words are harsh, but there's something else too. If you were dumber, you'd mistake it for genuine worry. But this is Adam you're talking about. You crack open an eyelid and discover he's resumed peeling the apple he started on earlier. Do I look like I have a death wish? Yes or no is a simple question. Yes, happy? Adam doesn't respond, his eyes boring into yours as he searches for a lie within your response. Is this guy serious right now? I mean, I would take that seriously. He just defended us from him, and then he's like, do not get caught alone with him, okay? He's starting to make your head hurt again. Would you like to hear how much I prefer chewing off my own foot over sitting alone in a room with that guy? Or do you really think I'm that stupid? You tell me. I just did. Well, I'm just fucking asking because a small condescending smirk tugs at his mouth. This is the first time you and I have ever seen eye to eye on something. Little devil. Ah! The little devil is slowly starting to become like more of a cute nickname. At first, it was just like, oh, he's a little devil, and now it's just like, little devil. They're finally on the same page. Heck yes. Oh God, Saffron. Saffron finds his old friend waiting for him within the ER security room. The doctor? While it's rare for hospitals to have such a setup, Dr. Boone ensured that one was put in place for a number of reasons. None of them are for ethical reasons. Dr. Boone watches the monitor as a man thrashes around on a gurney, wailing his head off, screaming for help. It's a useless endeavor. Oh my God! This is not a real hospital, is it? The hospital is set up with a number of soundproof rooms for destructive patients. He's wasting his breath, though he's unaware of the fact. The patient's thrashing gets worse as the surgeon approaches him, tugging on their plastic gloves while their eyes glimmer with morbid fascination. There's someone on standby holding a bag full of liquid meant to preserve the organs they're pulled from the patient. They are organ harvesting and not even bothering to knock this guy out. They are enjoying the fear in this person and doing it while they're alive. Oh my God. The surgeon turns on the overhead light, and the operation begins as Saffron stands beside Dr. Boone. I assume all is running smoothly. Yes, we're a well-oiled machine, especially thanks to your help. Your connections have done wonders for this facility and our finances. Dr. Boone turns to Saffron. But I know you're not here to soak up praise for your efforts. I assume things went as expected. Correct. Saffron watches the surgeon on screen with a critical eye as he makes the first cut on the patient. He's still awake and thrashing around. Blood bubbles up from where he's cut, and Saffron tries to ignore the gnawing hunger stemming from his gut. Your face, the tender shape of your body, you make him feel insatiable. I purposely provoked Adam, and I learned a few interesting details while observing him. He's become defensive of his mark, and I believe he's formed an unhealthy attachment to your presence. Getting them alone won't be easy. Dr. Boone sighs. I apologize for not realizing sooner. I would have never put them through surgery had I known. That's no fault of your own, and it's likely Adam would have laid the blame on me had things gone conveniently south. I was surprised when he came in without you. I assume you had other matters to attend to? Yes, and I'm beginning to understand why I was asked to do this discreetly. If I outright kill them without some forethought, it is anyone's guess what Adam will do given his nature. Saffron lets out a gaze his gaze momentarily drift over to Dr. Boone. Adam has never shown this level of interest in anyone, so I need to put a plan in place that allows for his attachments to disintegrate entirely. Then, when their blood bond is severed, I can do what's necessary. And I'm assuming you got something in mind? You catch on quick, old friend. They've just got their thumbs in all kinds of pies, don't they? They're organ harvesting, murdering people, a band. Saffron smiles as he looks back at the CCTV footage. I've known you for long enough to pick up on your train of thought. But as I said before, I'm here if you need anything. I'm aware, and I'll call upon you when the time is right. But first, I must focus on laying out the groundwork. Then, when they're no longer under Adam's protection, Saffron allows his fingers to trail along the screen of the computer monitor where the patient lies unresponsive. The man's gone limp as the surgeon pulls aside the cut-out flaps of skin, pinning them in place and exposing the soft intestines and chunk of flesh waiting underneath. But it's not the man Saffron sees lying there. It's the person he craves most in the world. You. His fingers flex as he drags his nails down the screen, imagining you splayed out beneath him with your chest like an open cavern, your ribs cracked and parted. I left for like 15 minutes and we're still here. Hello. Wow, you missed a lot, Ohilia. Oh my gosh, Adam defended us. We're kind of on the same page with Adam now. And Saffron's talking with the doctor, and the doctor's like, well, if I known about, this person not being how you guys want him to be, I would have just let them die in surgery. Oh my gosh. And now he's watching a live surgery happening where someone's harvesting organs, and he's imagining it's us. I think the real villain of this game has appeared. Or, like, the boss. Wait, the boss. What is it called? Not the main villain of the game, but, like, one of the underlings you face. Yeah, Saffron, I do not trust you as far as I can throw you. So Adam is too shy to undress us, and Saffron is too comfortable with undressing us, even our skin. He wants to, flay us open. Your intestines glistening under the glow of fluorescent lighting. A ripe fruit for the taking. And once he's done everything he needs in order to pluck you, I'll let myself indulge in the most wonderful feast. You! Park Bend Emergency Department, 3 p.m. 2 weeks later. Oh, we get a time skip. Are we going to be able to leave? Over the next few weeks of recovery, your well-being is ensured by the ER staff. You don't see Dr. Boone again, and Saffron only shows up when he goes over the details of your arrangement. Adam is a different story. He visits every single day. Most of the time he sits in silence like a careful watchdog, and other times he's sharpening his blade or cutting into an apple that he leaves you slices of. He never eats them himself. You wonder if the man ever sleeps, because every time you wake up he's staring at you, his gaze unwavering. Sometimes you get into arguments about it. Other times you attempt to ignore it. Mostly because whenever you get too riled up, you start getting headaches, though you're not sure why. The doctors suspect it's due to anemia after the loss of so much blood, though they're surprised there's no other outside factors paired with all the things considered. You should have died back there, but somehow you managed to pull through. When the time finally comes for you to leave the hospital, it's both a relief and a concern. A relief because you'll no longer be tied down to a hospital bed, but a concern because you're going to meet the rest of Adam's band, the other members of Cake. King, Ethan, and Kane. You recall seeing them plastered alongside Adam on numerous billboards and articles and social media outlets. They all appear close on screen, friendly even. You can only imagine what they're really like. You can't imagine anyone hanging around Adam or Saffron and not having homicidal tendencies. You shudder at the idea of surrounding yourself with such violent men, and try not to think about it as you tuck yourself further into the back seat of the car Saffron picked you up in. Adam keeps eyeing you through the rearview mirror. Don't even think of fucking trying to jump out, he says when you catch him looking at you for the 1000th time. Oh yeah, that's so easy with the child-proof safety locks turned on, you say, and rattle the door handle for emphasis. See, what did I tell you? Monologuing makes us lose half our blood. You were right. You were right, Ohilia. I'm totally making my grand escape. Given your personality, I wouldn't put it past you to just get so desperate you try breaking out through the window. Good to know you realize I'd rather be a bug on someone else's windshield to deal with your presence in a confined space. And for your information, I've been signaling cars passing while mouthing SOS while you weren't looking. The look Adam gives you is scathing. You smirk at him. All I'm asking is that you fucking behave yourself and try not to act like a fox with his legs stuck in a trap. This again. You sigh before resting your head against the car window. The world flies by in a blur, the familiarity of the city doing nothing to bring you comfort. You don't have to worry, my eyes are too busy with your chest. I mean, he does have a nice chest, don't he? You ache for the days when you didn't fear for your life. Look, I've already agreed to work with you, and Hungry Eyes over there is returned for my uncle's safety. If I was going to run, don't you think I would have done so already? Considering you recovered for the most parts, I wouldn't put it past you to come up with some stupid escape plan. He's not wrong. But he doesn't need to know you're just biding your time until you can find your way out of this fucked up situation. You rub the bridge of your nose, wording yourself carefully. Outright lying just pisses him off, and you don't need the headache. I'm not going to take the risk of following through with your threat, especially after learning what you did to my aunt. As I've said before, I'm not stupid. And Adam, just so we're clear, I'd rather die before I fucking let you touch or drag another innocent person into this. Your gaze collides with his, and it's like two swords getting locked into a battle of wheels, both of you refusing to back down against the others. Adam's gaze narrows. He opens his mouth, but his words are lost when Saffron clears his throat. He sees his unspoken words, for now. The sympathy dies down to a soft hum as, Saffron interjects. Adam's chest is giving Peach Pit. Oh! Are you thinking about the Peach Pit game? That was a fun game. I really like that. They have another game out I'm considering playing. But that was a nice game. I like that game. If you two are finished, I would like to remind you both that you need to be on your best behavior. I received word that there's a slew of paparazzi waiting for us outside of the hotel, and I would prefer to keep them from witnessing an argument between you two. What? You wouldn't pay them off? I would prefer not to. I will if my hand is forced. But if that happens, I'm holding you accountable, and I do not care if Adam needs you. You'll intentionally messing up his image is not something I will tolerate. Okay, I get it. I already said I would behave myself. I was just curious. You turn your attention back to the window, and it's at that moment you realize you've reached a hotel. As Saffron said, there's a number of paparazzi on standby. Flashes of camera go off, and you blink, trying to clear out the stars from your eyes. "40 minutes you were running around, and 20 minutes was fun time." Oh, the game? Peach Pit? Yeah. But I liked running around. It was fun. I still don't know how we... I still don't know how we could get that one peach in the corner. I could never get it. It was just there taunting me the entire time. I was going over to it, and it's like, do, and I'm like, I want you! And it wouldn't let me get it. I don't know what we did wrong. Flashes of the camera go off, and you blink, trying to clear out the stars from your eyes. Hello, Cosmos! Welcome in! You hear people screaming Adam's first name. His last name. It's a wonder your eardrums don't burst. Fucking nuisances. Adam mutters as Saffron pulls the car into the parking lot. Stay by my side, Saffron says, killing the engine as he speaks to you. Do not walk beside Adam. Keep your head down and do not speak to anyone. We will follow behind Adam at the rear, and we will keep that formation until we step inside the hotel and have reached our rooms. You can sort of guess why Saffron's giving you these instructions. If anyone sees you and Adam side by side, they might get the wrong idea and suspect you're not on his team but his love. They are walking next to me. Oh, a cute VTuber spotted. Oh, thank you. Hi. Hi, I really appreciate that. Yep, I'm a VTuber. Oh, you think I'm cute? Aw. Oh, welcome in. Yes, I am a burb VTuber, and I upload a new video every other day on YouTube, and once a week we do a live stream that is YouTube and Twitter based or Twitch based, but I plan on like trying to stream more on Twitch. Like on the days we're not live streaming on YouTube, cuz I like live streaming. It's fun. Okay. Oh, I mainly play Boys Love, Yandere, and horror games. But I also do like playing cozy games like Stardew Valley, Sims. Yeah, Sims is either stressful or cozy. It depends on how you're playing it. So, but hello, Cosmos. If Adam's a K-pop idol, would rather have Aunt Ruth aim. Okay, wait, I can't read that. Because the background of the game, like the little, like, the way it's textured, it really makes it hard to read chat sometimes. If Adam's a K-pop idol, would rather have Aunt Ruth aim at me than be teared apart by his fans. Oh my god, yes. Whew. Yeah, Saffron's over here like, yeah, we're gonna walk behind them so we don't start rumors and, you know, the fans won't go crazy thinking about, like, you're his lover. And Adam's directly like, no, they're walking next to me. He wants to keep us in his sight. And also, I don't think he wants us just there with Saffron, even though we're in a public space and Saffron will not do anything. Adam, if I allow that, then deal. Pay the paparazzi off. I don't care what you have to do. They stay with me. Saffron's hands grip the steering wheel. You think he's about to argue, especially considering how he just berated you about messing up Adam's image. And he's clearly not one to back down. Even when facing off with Adam, if that singular interaction back to the hospital when you first woke up is anything to go by. You brace yourself for a verbal sparring match. But, to your surprise, Saffron relaxes his shoulders. As you wish, he says before turning off the child-proof safety locks. I still think that's freaking hilarious. We're locked in by child-proof safety locks. They didn't want us just flying out the window, like going down the highway and just open the door and just go rolling out. I do appreciate how they are, like, not underestimating us anymore. They're like, yeah, you would find a way to break the window and escape, wouldn't you? Yeah, I think you would do that. They're just on guard all the time. They're like, we know this person will do something. Are they gonna set up like a little baby gate and put us in it? Like a baby fence and just like, you stay in here. Your mouth almost drops. What's with the sudden shift in behavior? It doesn't make sense. You don't get much time to think about it as you're forced to step out of the car in order to catch up with them, and are immediately bombarded with flashes of light and shouting. You freeze on the spot. Oh fuck. You never encountered anything like this. It's like you've entered a whole other world entirely. A hand touches your shoulder and you find Adam smiling down at you, his stage persona on and firmly in place. You almost snort by how ridiculous this feels. Walk beside me so you don't get lost, okay? He says, and then starts guiding you behind two security guards who part the way for your small party. Mr. Gauden, who is that standing beside you? Mr. Gauden, is that your lover? Mr. Gauden, when will your tour resume? Mr. Gauden, is it true that you won Sexiest Man of the Year? Mr. Gauden! The shouts are coming from all around. You want to cover your ears and distance yourself from the chaos, your body humming with major discomfort, but you force yourself to keep walking. They're so loud that they're pulling in onlookers who lose their shit once they take notice of Adam. Arms stretched out, fingers grab at the open air, flashes keep going off. It's almost too much to bear. Breathe, you think to yourself. Just a simple inhale and exhale. You try to draw in air, but you're suffocating because of the atmosphere. It's so bad that your hands are starting to shake as anxiety zips through you. It's even worse seeing Adam relaxed and in his element. He dips his head in acknowledgement to the crowd, but that does not answer any questions thrown at him. How does anyone get used to this? At least with your work and mask, you remain anonymous. You're not a fan of all this attention, even if you're not the one they're here for. You scrunch your eyes close. We're almost there, little devil, Adam murmurs. It's a wonder how you can hear him. Just keep looking forward and ignore the fucking pest. They aren't worth getting worked up over, so unclench your teeth and shoulders. You blink before peering up at him. Holy shit, are you actually giving me a pep talk right now? Is this a signal for the end of days? You feign shock and glance around. Stop acting like an idiot. We made him blush in public. Oh no, the pictures are gonna be everywhere. Oh no. One of my old friends was fully believing a pop idol was her man, and two other girls made a presentation on their favorite pop idol. The fan base is scary. Oh no. You better guard your neck for dear life, MC. Yes. This is, oh gosh, we have such a target on us now. But we made him blush in public. Oh no, everybody's got pictures of that now. Adam says, keeping the amicable mask on while his lowered voice expresses anything but. I'm only saying this because you passing out in the middle of a crowd would be obnoxious and inconvenient. Don't mistake my words for genuine fucking care. I figured as much because being nice and genuine would probably cause you to burst into flames. Don't worry, I'm not stupid enough to believe you have a single humane bone in your body. We've already established that from the first time we met. Speaking of which, what? He demands, noticing the way you're now eyeing him. Just spit whatever you're thinking out already. Can I just know why? Why what? You look off towards the crowd, but instead of a throng of bodies, you recall that day you met him on the highway. The sharp, agonizing pain in your shoulder. The coppery scent of blood. Adam's condescending smile. Your jaw sets. Why did you attack me? You finally ask, bringing the unanswered questions that plague you to life. Why did you and Saffron want me dead? Was this a one-off thing and I just managed to escape? Was this organized? Originally, I thought you were just some serial killer getting his kicks off, of hurting innocent people because you could, but now you shake your head. Does it have something to do with my aunt? No matter how hard I try to piece it together, I just can't. None of this makes any sense to me. Your temple hurts so bad as you ruminate in these thoughts. But you need answers. You're so tired of not having them. After all of this, you deserve at least one. Why does it matter? Adam doesn't look at you, his own gaze distant as if he's seeing the same thing you're seeing. Because I think I deserve to know how and why I ended up here, instead of continuing on with my life in blissful ignorance, where you're just some famous celebrity I only hear about. Adam considered for a minute, his eyes trailing up to Saffron. Almost as if sensing his gaze, Saffron glances over his shoulder, and it feels like there's a silent exchange. When Saffron returns his attention back around, you see Adam's face clenched, and you briefly wonder what's going on between the two. I can't tell you that, Adam says at last. You can't or you won't. Can't it be both? He snaps, keeping his voice low so the crowd doesn't overhear him. I don't know why you're so stubborn about shit, but sometimes it's best to leave things alone if you know what's fucking good for you. His eyes slice over to yours. Because when it comes to everything else surrounding me, ignorance is bliss, little devil. Don't ask questions you won't like and the answers to. You're making this sound bigger than it just being you and Saffron. It is much bigger than him and Saffron. I'm down to like the dredges of my tea, and I just got an entire mouth of tea leaves. Oh goodness. That was not yummy. You both step through the glass doors of the hotel, and with Adam's back to the crowd, his facade drops in an instant. He smirks. I suggest not digging too deep, little devil, he says as you both approach the elevator where Saffron waits, one of his arms folded behind his back while the other hovers over one of the buttons on the operating panel. He too smiles. But while Adam's was a warning, Saffron's is a promise. Almost as if he knows the floor he's taking you to will change your worldview forever. Almost as if he knows he's dragging you into a new hell. And there's no coming back from it. You and Adam both step into place beside Saffron, facing the elevator door as Saffron presses the button and they close in front of you. Right as Adam finally says, because maybe it is. Question mark? Question mark, question mark? Hello? Who is this? This does not bode well. Kane! Kane! Sweetie, honey, baby bye! Hello! It's Kane! Why are you crying, baby? There's a sickening wet thump from inside the alleyway, followed by the sound of something heavy getting drug. A dark form towers over the shape of another. He's got his hands wrapped around the limp figure's wrist. They're purple and bruised like someone broke them. Jagged cuts that look like they were made from the serrated edges of a knife stare up at him. Loser. 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 They overlap one another, the blood still fresh from the word where the words were carved in, engraved into the corpse skin like ghastly tattoos. The man whimpers and screws his eyes shut as he drags empty husk further in. He didn't mean to. He didn't mean to do it. He swears on his life that he didn't. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. He wishes he could take it back. He wishes he could rewind time and tell himself not to enter the bar and down that last shot of whiskey, but it's too late and now he's here. All he can remember is the alcohol going down smooth, the dancing, someone pushing him into the bathrooms. Oh, this guy died because he did something. He recalls someone's tongue slipping into his mouth, his hands on their waist, their fingers digging into his hair. Doesn't know if the person was a man or a woman, or non-binary. He doesn't even know if it was the corpse now lying at his feet. He doesn't know how he got here. Forgive me, Please forgive me, he says as he peers down at the corpse, a sob rippling through his chest when he sees their glassy eyes. Didn't mean to do it again. I thought it would get better if I joined. I thought I'd be saved. He ducks his head as the feelings of guilt swell in his chest, constricting him like chains, dragging him down into an abyss he can't break free of. I never thought it would turn out like this. I swear I didn't. I thought God would save me. Another sob tears through him, a yellow light flickering overhead as the form passes underneath its glow. A man with the tips of his hair dyed green and eyes portraying an internal state of exhaustion lifts his head to the skies and his bottom lip is quivering. He begs for someone, anyone to please save me. To be continued! Heck yeah! We did it! We are up to date on, you and him. Holy crap. Man, Kane, what happened, buddy? Apparently he is in the cult. They said he joined in hoping that he would be saved. So, does that mean all of them are part of the cult now? Oh no. And he like pretty much blacked out. So yeah. Wait, so the person they killed tried to force themselves on him, or is he just crazy? I think they did force him, because they said it followed him in there. So I think someone did try to force themselves on him, and he was drunk, and someone forced himself on him, and he just blacked out, I guess murdered him, and that's why, and in his state of delirium, he carved loser all over the guy, because that's what he thinks of himself. Because I think I remember Kane had very low self-esteem, so I think, you know, he does have his own form of abuse that happened to him, and his own trauma, so he really didn't mean to do that, I don't think, but if someone I don't blame him for that, if the guy really did force himself on it. By the way, you're still 5 subs away from 1,000. I know! We have been like 5 and 6 subs away for a couple of weeks, so I think we just reached a plateau. But I am still happy being like, having that many people choosing to follow me. That is amazing. That really is amazing. Eventually we might reach 1,000. You know, I'm hoping we reach it this year. We're in April, so hopefully we'll reach it this year. Everyone has trauma, honestly. We need a game where the MC is a therapist. Actually, I know of a game where the MC is a therapist. I don't think it's like a romance one, but I was just reading into games, and there is a game where you are a therapist to traumatize vampires. So, yeah, I think that would work out. Magley, hello, welcome in. Where are we? We have just finished chapter 4 of You and Him, so we are up to date with all of it. Cause, chapter 4 dropped the same time they dropped a remastered version, which means the script was adjusted, tweaked, it was broke up differently, and the art was updated. So we just, last week and this week, we decided to just live stream it all. And we finally got to chapter 4 today, and we finished it. Holy crap, it's so good. Are the vampires the ones causing the trauma? I mean, I don't know. I just know of the game. I haven't done a further research into it yet. I might need to. Are you gonna show fan art still? Oh, yeah, we do need to show some fan art. Hang on. Boop. Okay, let me get that out. Okay, that's taking a while. Um, yeah, I mean, that's so awesome. I'm glad, Magley, that you appreciate. Oh my god, my brain is fried. I can't think anymore. Oh my gosh, I stayed up late reading Dawn May. Okay, instead of sleeping, I was reading Dawn May. I'm currently jumping back and forth between two novels. One of them, I'm waiting for the translator to update the next one. That one has a long title. What was it? The male courtesan just wants to buy land, I think is the name of it. Is really good. And then the one I've been reading is called Love the Villain. And they're both transmigrator stories. I love those. And then I got some new Danmei in the mail. I have so many Danmei. I am so happy. Um, I don't know what we're going to be playing next week yet. Same. I was reading Scum Villain for the 45,334th time. Oh, I have so much I want to read. Like, I need to reread Disabled Tyrant so I can read the latest volume that came out. I've just keep getting distracted like a squirrel. Oh, fan fiction or fan art. That's what we were doing. Let's see. So has everybody been having a good week this week? I like totally forgot it was Easter this past weekend. They're like, oh yeah, I was talking to some people and they're like, oh yeah, we got off for like Good Friday and stuff, and I'm like, oh, because I hadn't even, I stayed home all weekend. I wasn't even paying attention, so I didn't even know it was Easter. Maybe they still have chocolate out in the stores. That'd be nice. All right, I'm going to fetch the fan art. Give me a sec. Yeah, I am planning on playing more Symbiont on, the Patreon this month. I have to record it. It's been a crazy month. And, I do like the new game I was started on here. I need to, I think one more part would probably finish it. The To Eat a God, I finally got to play it, and I really like it. I think the guy wants us to have his baby. Alright, it wouldn't be a live stream without missing Mannequin Academy. Repeat after me. Mannequin Academy will be updated. Mannequin Academy will be updated eventually, Ohilia. I promise. I've been waiting for the symbiont soon. Hard, I can't tell. Yes. Let's see. Oh, Ohilia, can I show your fan art of the bartender you did? Like you said, I don't know if Adam would be acceptable, but can I show the fan art of the bartender you uploaded in the Discord? Because we need more Thomas in our life. Yeah, I really like Thomas. Thomas was a bartender we ran into. He had a cute design. Let's see. Yes, of course. Show Adam under your own wrist. Okay. But here... Ta-da! Here's Thomas. He's from You and Him. He was the bartender we ran into. But Ohilia graced us with this fan art and fan art of Adam with his titties out in the Discord. uh, I was like, yeah, we gotta show Thomas. I don't think I've ever seen art of Thomas anywhere online. I know everybody always does like Adam fan art, but I don't know if I've seen Thomas fan art. But Ohilia did such a good job. What would you like? I would like to take you home, sir. Um, Thomas is so cute. I love him. But, oh my gosh, Kane. Does that mean all of them are in the cult? Ethan and King? Our little baby sweetie pie King? Oh gosh, are they all traumatized? Are they all just completely freaking traumatized? Oh dear. Alright. Do I have another fan art to show? I don't think I showed this one before. Oh, it's so big. Hang on. I don't think I've shown this one yet. Or did I? I don't think I did. Ah, no, not me. Not me, the fan art. Oh my gosh. I'm fine. I'm not sleep deprived. What are you talking about? Am I gonna do it again tonight? Yes. Okay. And boop. Look at this little cute bean. This is a fan art of me by Crescent over on our Discord. Isn't it cute? Look at that little pal. Look at the little pal. I love it. It's adorable. I do need to try to get my wings to work on my model. I do have wings, both for my 2D version and my 3D version. I just haven't put in the effort to get my wings attached. But this is so cute. I love it. Crescent makes me so cute, little chibi. You need a chibi. He's so angry. You look at that. But Crescent is one of the fabulous members over on our Discord, and Crescent's art is so cute. I know, right? They really are. Okay, I know it's bad, but I need that leader secret. How did he bag all these baddies? Torture! That is how. Trauma and torture and reinforced trauma. They are all freaking okay, except Saffron. Saffron's not tortured or have any baggage at all. He just wants to eat. That's all he wants. Oh gosh. Yes. We are going to be having a members only stream this month. I swear. I know I didn't do it last month, but I swear we're going to have a members only stream this month sometime. So if you are a member of my channel, you get access to that. And also Patreon video will be going up sometime soon. It is once a month I upload a video from a potentially spicy game. Sometimes they don't have spicy scenes, sometimes they do. It just depends on how it rolls. So that is exclusive on Patreon. If we get a few more Patreons, I will start uploading more videos per month up on there. So be considered to check it out if any of you guys are interested in spicy playthroughs. And because I lowered the price, it is really low now. It is dirt low. I can't even make up the cost of hosting the video site to put the videos of Patreon on it through it. So please consider. I'm giving Patreon one more year. And for everybody else who, can't do any of those, I will always be posting videos up on YouTube. Like every other day I post a new video, and we do a live stream once a week on YouTube. I need to record today's video. I didn't record today's video. Oops. I got obsessed, okay? I forgot. Okay, I didn't forget. I was just like, I was playing one of those little mobile games that, you do things. It's like sorting. And I was like, oh, I'll just play a level. 4 hours later is freaking midnight. I'm like, I gotta go to bed. And then I get in bed, and then I end up reading Donmei for like 4 more hours. Oh, somebody needs to take devices away from me. I can't, Saffron can be fixed with a good Snickers bar. I can fix it. If you want to if you want to fix him, you go for it. Maybe the Snickers need to be like actually. Ooh. I know. The Snicker, it needs to have like a human finger, a barbecued human finger in it, and then covered in like the chocolate. That will fix him. It's a cannibal Snickers. Perfect. That's what he needs. A cannibal Snicker. I can't wait for the symbiont, but you get rest, you sound tired. I am tired. I'm like always tired. Uh yeah, we still got like 7 days before the end of the month. I'll get the video out. Yeah. I've seen some Patreon with $8 minimum and $2.99 is the first cheap for sure. Oh yeah, the pound? Yeah. Um, because Patreon takes like a percentage away, so it's actually recommended you don't go below like $2 for us because it will be like you don't get anything. But I dropped it lower because I was hoping more people would have an opportunity to join because I understand like the economic struggles a lot of people are going through. So I did drop the price as low as I could. And like we do have like I think it's what $2, is it $2 or $3 for just like being able to access the feeds and getting the videos? It's either 2 or 3. I think it might be 2 right now. And $5 tier is a merch tier. You get a monthly stickers of either games we've played or like merch from me. It just depends on the month. Like I have some more ideas for some cute merch I want to have made, but you know that's like commissioning someone because you guys deserve better art than what I can draw, and, and then getting it made and everything. But oh my god, I'm failing. I never put up our merch yet. The merch of the month this month is uh, Michael from Mushroom Oasis. He's really cute. I keep forgetting to post it. I need to do that right. Okay, I'm writing it on my freaking hand because I will close screen and forget. Post Michael. Peace. Okay. That is on my wrist now, so I gotta stare at it. That's like giving drugs to an addict. Oh, you mean the Snickers with the finger in it? $2 difference actually makes a difference, but if 1 year passes and no one joins, just put it back to 5. I mean, maybe. I could try that. Because yeah, put it on your Sanmei books. That will make you remember. Put it on your Danmei books. That'll make you remember. Yeah, the Danmei I've been reading recently has been like digitally. It's on my phone. I've been reading those 2 volumes from Chrysanthemum Garden, but I I do have my Danmei physical books right here next to me. So, yeah. That might work. That might work, actually. Just be like, do this. Or you can't read these. Okay. Oh, man. I love, like, just chatting with you guys. It's so nice. We're gonna have to have more, like, chat streams. I have to do research on how other, like, VTubers do it. Because, I know, like, Ninji Sanji members will do, like, what's this called? But they do streams where they're literally just chatting and catching up on, like, comments and stuff. You know, maybe I should just have more, like, talking sessions after streams like this. But, also, oh my gosh, I keep wanting to make a post about it, and I don't know how to word it. Fulgur Ovid from Ninji Sanji is graduating. And for everybody who might not know, when a VTuber graduates, that means they are leaving the character behind. They are no longer going to be using that model, that character, that persona. And when you work for a company, you don't own your model. You don't own your character, you don't own your model, you don't own nothing because they bought it. So when the contract ends and you leave your model behind. You lose access to the YouTube account, to Twitter, any other social media you had under that character. So Fulgur Ovid is graduating after 3 years. And he is, I know I've said it before, but Fulgur Ovid is the reason I decided to become a VTuber. I actually followed him before he became Fulgur Ovid, and I will follow him after he leaves Fulgur Ovid. But he is the reason I decided to pursue being a VTuber, and he is also the reason I got introduced to Donmei. Because I stumbled upon him reading Scum Villain, the Self-Saving System, and I was hooked. He read the entire novel. I listened to it. I have it all saved. I listened to it a lot. And he's the reason for 2 of my biggest changes in my life in the past, like, oh my gosh, what was it? 5 years? 4 years? 4 or 5 years? So, I am sad he's leaving Fulgur behind, but because I know he will return to something he has more creative ability to, he'll be able to do what he wants, not be restricted by what he can play, what he can do, what he can't do. Even like the novel he was writing, he cannot do anything with it because it has his character in it. I am looking forward to seeing what he comes up with next. So, the cyborg is going to become his truest self. Damn, I don't really watch VTubers. You're literally the only one. Oh, I feel so special. Thank you. I actually don't watch as many VTubers anymore. Before I became a VTuber, I watched a lot, and then the early years I did. But lately, I've just been watching other kind of gameplays, but I still follow a couple of them. Because, you know, I like them. Not a whole bunch, only a couple select few, like, Fulgur and Uki, because if they play a game together, definitely. Vox. I think I've watched Shoto play some. But anyway, I was about to say congrats on graduations. I found you from Glass Heart's video from the creators of Mannequin Academy. If it wasn't that video, I wouldn't have been here. Oh my gosh, really? That Glass Hearts video from the creators. Oh my gosh. That was what drew you in? Was the Glass Hearts? Oh my god. I need to go play the rest of that. Oh my god. I have such a long list of games I need to complete. It's not even it's not even funny, okay? Because we did reach endings in Glass Hearts, but I feel like there's a few other endings we need to get. I need to finally do the last video of a pack with you, because I have been holding that off because I'm like, oh my god, this is going to take so long. Because I need to do it. We reached a ending, but I was going to go back and try to get the other endings. And oh my god. I am not forgot about any of them. I am not forgot. Oh my god, I can't stop. I have all of them on my desktop in the right-hand corner of videos I need to finish. Okay, I got Ghost Castle, Mannequin Academy's on here, Magenta, I need to go get the other endings for. Adeline, I need to get the, finish it. Glass Hearts, A Pack with You, Paradise is up here, Obscura, which I really need to play more of. And Sakura, Saccharum Gellis, Saccharum, Perio. I have them all on my desktop screen in the corner, so they stare at me every day for my sins of not finishing them. I was gonna make another art for Mannequin Academy. Any ideas? The ghost dude. He's not a ghost. I thought he was a freaking ghost. The ghost dude. Like, covered in flour and scaring the hell out of, like, Aura. Like, coming around the corner and Aura just freaking the heck out. I don't know. I do need to make a poll to see which games. Oh, and I need to go back and get the other endings for Purple. It's just some of these. It's been so long since I played them. I feel like I need to rewatch all of it or replay it all to get what's in the head, what's going on back in my head. Oh my gosh. And I just abandoned set 5 stages with you. Blackout Hospital. We gotta play that. There's so many, but to eat a god is actually going to. I gotta record that one soon to get it finished. While I was recording it, I realized that wasn't even the latest update, so I'm now got the next update open. So hopefully it'll save all my progress. I honestly think that the headmaster is keeping him hostage because he looks like Sasha, and hasn't expelled Aura because he figured out Aura's parents are Sasha. I would believe that. I would 110% believe that. The headmaster is a creep. He is a creep. I would 110% believe that. The guy's name is Laurent. You want him. Laurent! Oh, I forgot his name, but I love Laurent. I love him. He's a cutie pie. Because we did all the current arts, or all the current routes that were available in the game. We're just waiting for an update. But, speaking of that creator, we did finish Diamond Mirage by them. I gotta get the endings for Glass Hearts. We are up to date on Mannequin Academy. We stopped our playthrough of their current one. But I might actually play it on my own because I want to know what the heck's going on. But I love that creator. They do such a good job. The art is delicious. But holy crap, I do need to just make a poll. Oh yeah, we gotta finish Wrong Number too. I'm just a squirrel, okay? There's so many games I want to play. And I'm like, yeah, let's play all these games. And then I'll record half of them. And then I can't finish recording it in one go. So I get distracted and record something else. And that's what happens. Even if I want to finish the game, I will get distracted and forget about the game. And then I'm like, oh, I forgot about that. So I need to just make a list of all the games that we need to finish. Like, I realized I didn't have the Mannequin Academy videos live. That's why we randomly got, like, volume, or part whatever that I recorded 2 years ago up. I forgot I hadn't lived them, because I was going through and making sure that they were, not, had bad spicy scenes in it, so I wouldn't get demonetized. And that one was fine, so I'm just like, okay, I don't have to do no editing. Yeah, and you leave me hanging until I buy the game myself. Then 1 year later, you play it again. I'm sorry. This is why I need you guys to poke me. Be like, hello, finish this game, please and thank you. Because there is some instances where I play a game and I post it and then it gets no traction. Nobody cares about it at all, and I'm into it. Like, I started replaying 14 Days with You because I realized how far behind I was. And I'm like, oh yeah, people's going to love me having a new Let's Play of it. No, it had no traction. Nobody cared. And I was like, oh. But, I mean, sometimes I just get carried away and record all the videos at once. Like Clinical Trial. I recorded that game in 1 day. It took me all day, but I got invested and I recorded that game all in 1 day. I had to take so many breaks, but I recorded all at once, which I think is what I'm going to have to do in the future. Like Joy. Oh yeah, Joy. I'm like looking at my channel now. Joy, I haven't finished yet, but I really got invested and I recorded all of what's up right now in 1 day. So I think this is what I'm going to have to do in the future. Just have a day set aside for recording and just record everything at once and then break it up. I have been poking you with Wrong Number, but get some rest after stream. I can't get rest. I've got work to do. I might not record tonight unless, I get a second wind in a couple of hours, but I actually got some in real life work to do. Hello, Moa Moa. Welcome back. We're just having a after game chat where I am explaining how I am so bad at being distracted. But yes, wrong number. Okay, I'm writing wrong number on my wrist too. Alright, wrong number. Because the other day I was like, oh, what am I going to record? What am I going to record? And it passed my mind for like 2 seconds. I was like, I need to record wrong number. I promised Ohilia I would finish wrong number. And then I saw To Eat a God, like a post about To Eat a God. And I'm like, oh, I need to play that. And boom, right over that way. I have the attention span of like a dog with a squirrel around, from the movie Up, Doug, where he's sitting there talking and he goes, squirrel! And like totally distracted. That is me, okay? If I'm not locked the heck in, I am on a different topic and 2 seconds later. I had a connection problem, so I wasn't there. Oh no! Well, it went really nice. We finished all of chapter 4. We are actually on the same side as Adam now. Saffron wants to eat us, but we're on the same side as Adam, and we're actually going to be working for him. And then we got like a little a little moment with Cain, who apparently murdered somebody without meaning to murder somebody. So, okay. Oh, I'm so excited to see like more about that. We get to meet them. I mean, we did meet them in like little sections when we're at Adam's point of view, and then in the side game about Cain. But I'm excited being able to meet them as us and seeing their reaction to us. Mentioned, I love that movie. I'm gonna have to rewatch it. Maybe I'll pop it on while I'm working on my my work. No, I can't tell you guys what I do for real life job, but I need to do it. I've been distracted lately. But the fun thing is I can put on movies in the background and listen to. Yeah, he wants us to eat us and not in the fun way. He does. He does. Saffron wants to eat us. Like, actually eat us. Put us on a plate and eat us. Cannibal Lecter. And, Adam is actually defending us now. So, we need to stay by Adam. Oh, goodness. I don't know what we're going to play next week yet. Alrighty. It was fun having this after chat. I really appreciate it. Like I said, we need to get a tattoo. Yes. Because tattoo changes the flavors of the meat. So, we would be undesirable. But then we would need like a head to toe tattoo to make it totally unworth their time. Because if we just get like a tattoo on our arm, couldn't he just chop off our arm and eat everything else? I know I keep on saying this, but you also poke me to finish my visual novel. It's almost done. Yes, you need to do it. You're so close. It's about to see the light of day. You got this, Ohilia. You are so close. Come on, you got this. I can't wait for chapter 5. Me too. This is going to be crazy. I don't know when chapter 5 will hit though. Cuz I'm expecting maybe a year from now, cuz we don't know how far into the progress Unknown Hermit is. I think they're probably going to be taking a break for a while because that was a lot to put up with. And I think a lot of people were causing trouble. Most people were like appreciating the Adam stuff, and everybody was appreciating it and got so much love from what I've seen on Twitter. But apparently there's been some drama as always. And I think they're going to take a break from social media for a little bit, which I totally agree with, because for your mental health, it's always good to step away for a while. It's been 5 chapters and we can walk next to each other without Adam trying to kill us. I know. He's actually kind of protecting us. So I think this has been a good shift in our relationship. Because he was like, do not be alone in the room with Saffron. So even though we're still on like terms, like I will castrate you and fuck a cactus instead of you. And one of those, I will kill your uncle if you run away. I think we're like gingerly getting on the same foot. So maybe this will develop and they'll have more of a relationship as time goes on. It just depends on how everything goes. But I think that was a positive step for once in the relationship. Because goodness, we needed that. If he wants to protect us, he can put us in between his chest. Those can deflect bullets. You're not wrong, okay? He has the man boobs. He has the moobs. Oh god. Oh my god. Any of you guys in the Discord, you need to go look in the share your art section and check out Ohilia's glorious art of Adam with his milkers out. They're so good. Oh my gosh, I had to cackle at that. Oh man. That was kind of funny though. On Unknown Hermit, the dev actually did like this thing is like, you know, so many likes, comments, whatever. Or no, it was like if we made the game uh like have this many downloads or get in the top 10 of the Yandere tag or whatever, they would draw Adam on a stripper pole. Guess who's on the stripper pole? That was so good. I rendered them more than I didn't notice his face. They were so good. I'm gonna have to. Oh, okay. It didn't pop up here for a second. I'm gonna have to leave. Bye, Blueberry. Bye, Moa Moa. I hope you have a nice night. Thank you so much for dropping in. I'll see you next time. And oh, Hillia, I know it's got to be super freaking late for you right now. It's like 5 o'clock for me now. Holy crap, because we streamed for 3 hours. Because we've been talking for like 30 minutes. But okay, I am just avoiding my responsibilities at this point. My goodness. Okay, so Sparrow is a blackberry. Remember grape juice? Purple juice, yeah. Yeah, I gotta sleep. Good night. Okay. Good night, my chickadee.